McCain is dead, died like on Sunday, and today is Thursday. I was trying, like, I created like a video immediately, and I was trying to upload on internet and my channel YouTube. Why? Because unknown to me, due to these implants that were secretly implanted in my ears. First of all, this nano diamond worth several $1,000s that acts actually as a cell phone. It can receive visual data and audio data, and it can also send. It is acting as transceiver and receiver and transmitter. And this nano radio in my left ear with a nano array that is creating some artificial field also around my ear. That is like a nano radio developed by University of Berkeley Center Group 2007. And I just, like 2 days ago, I placed a video on YouTube, and it is like it is still there. I didn't take it out. Why? Because I don't trust anyone. I mean, it's very difficult. I'm just like afraid, you know, they will even implant me like the newest, most advanced technology that they have now in the market, because my surgery was like 2015, and as you can see here, like this is created 2017 in September. I spent almost $30,000 going to 5 different countries and spending almost 2 years and to find this nano diamond. I was going to ENT doctors and officers that would say like, we don't see anything, and I had huge problems. My problems were following. People would be talking to me during the night, asking me questions, interrogating me, asking me to do something, and I would be doing this everything. Why? Because I was sleeping, and I am completely helpless while I'm sleeping. Now, this is about John McCain. Because I was so horrible tortured that I needed to, when I would wake up in the morning, I would jump into my car and find a deserted place. And then I would be going there and scream for 20-30 minutes. I remember my background is in psychology, and I remember there was a scream therapy, and I really wanted to scream. How bad I was tortured when I was like tortured by military, US military, not to speak about Croatians. Croatians are even worse. I mean, they are torturing me right now. And I say, like, when the US military is torturing, they are business-like torturing, which means like they're torturing as much as they think that they need to torture. Croatians, they want their CIA torture country, actually Croatia, they want even to show, you know, they are going all above all limits of torture. They are wild vultures and animals. I call them like Croatian butchers, these people who are torturing me. And I would be waking up in the morning, you know, and I would be like washing my face. And everything was done under hypnosis. They would put me in hypnotic sleep, and that's all due to this nano diamond that is worth several $1,000s, based on, according to one nanotechnology company. And I would be like taking towel to dry my face, you know, and I would start to tremble in horror. Why? Because this actually would mean a darkness, and they would actually torture me in the dark. Now, another thing is following. They would put me into hypnotic sleep. And I said always they would hijack my brain. But actually, horrible thing is following. It could be that they are using particle teleportation. And these particles are created by Google Tattoo. It is not just that I have like implants in my ears. No, I had like implants in my ears, and I have implants on my neck, Google Tattoo. I have strangulation technology that is acting as synthesizer in my neck. I have biosensors, which are probably nanoradios all over my body. And it is quite possible that they are teleporting me to this torture site, and this everything is done in vivo, which means I am hypnotized. I don't know about anything, but when I am transported there, when they are working on me, I am like in this state here. Now, what is my memory of it? It's that actually they would put me, that is like I'm used for development of social robot Sophia. There are 15 clones of Sophia, and I am horrible abused. I mean, I said for me, I am the most tortured individual in the history of the mankind. Could quite be. I used to say like Diane Feinstein, like Jesus was crucified once, I am crucified every night. You think someone will answer me? No, they are ganging all against me. I cannot write to anyone. So I did write to John McCain, and many people who are called themselves targeted individuals, they are used for robotization. Now, robotization, I read every morning, almost every morning, here in Croatian newspapers. This is from today, about one robot that took the job from the people. Now, this is this morning, like TUI, touristic company, took, like, this is a US company. This is Pepper robot, and it is going to replace touristic people who work for tourism, in touristic field, and also in banking. So this is it. It can know several languages and so on and so on. I am stating following. For development of each of these robots, they didn't use mouse. They use like a real human brain, and nobody's talking about why. Because in each country is doing the same. They are catching people alive, and they are developing these robots. And these people are complaining, and you go to the office. I go with these implants to the office and say, but that is nothing. I complain here, like in Croatia, but they say, like, this is perception. It doesn't matter that I'm sending like this, but this is, I paid to this company 500 to evaluate this like a nano diamond just. And I don't have anyone to take it out. But about John McCain. John McCain, so I was used and abused for development of robot Sophia, social robot, Hanson Robotics. But also one clone is military robot. And actually, I was handed to military 2007 by Paul Markovich, CEO of Blue Shield of California. I used to work for Blue Shield. And I wrote him an email, was quite decent civil. He decided, like, he has great military ties. He decided, like, just so to push me into this project, and I couldn't do anything. I had 2007 also one surgery, but I never imagined that I was implanted. Actually, I thought, like, I had problems because anesthesia, I had problems because of this, because of that, and so on. And John McCain, like, for example, I know I wrote to him like in 2016 and 2016 I wrote to him because I hoped, and I know that many people who were abused and who are abused in this program, robotization and creation of robots, artificial intelligence, did write to him hoping, because he was in captured by Vietnamese, that he will understand, you know, like torture. But actually, I think, like, and many people said, he was actually tortured. You know, he broke his like hands because he did fall. He did fall like from, you know, while being captured. Okay, I don't know about this, but I'm just saying. So next day, the planes. I was abused by Air Force at that point, and planes started to fly every 10 minutes, probably from the base in Carmichael. I don't know, because I was living in Sacramento at that point. And only when I wrote to another, like senators, nobody answered. These planes stopped flying. I had like even recordings during the night. I did some recordings, and I have recordings, and I would be like recording planes even flying during the night. Now, I did have recordings, not only like a material and physical evidence of these implants. I did recordings because I noticed something is wrong. You know, people are constantly talking to me, and I recorded like this activity, and I found the person. I know, like, I would like, they would ask me to do this, to do that, to do this, to do that, and saying to me, thank you. And when I listened to that recording, that was 2017, I said, this is a senator talking to me. And at that point, it was so crazy. I didn't know that they were developing robot out of me. I knew that there was some project, but I didn't have any idea what. I had said, well, this is really crazy. Senator would be like torturing me and talking to me. That would be like really, really odd, you know. And I don't know even if I published this anywhere. But later in April this year, when they activated all my sensors and wanted actually to take functionality of my legs and to give it, transplant it into this robot, Sophia, by Hanson Robotics, or maybe like even this clone that they have, military robot, I got like a memory recall, and main torturer actually was John McCain. So I'm going to show you how John McCain is telling me during the night, thank you, when I did something that he wanted me to do. John McCain and I, we had like a completely opposite opinion about everything, you know. Not that I am not illiterate person. I speak 3 languages. I am MBA. I have a Master of Science in Marketing. I have certification in visual programming, certification in SAS program, which is statistical software. Certification in New York Institute of Photography as photographer, then real estate license here in Croatia. I don't know, nutritional certification, yoga teacher certification. So you will see Sophia, like giving like meditation sessions and so on, like a Google Analytics. And I am an analytics person, actually. That is what I did for my living. So I am going to show you how John McCain, I think it is John McCain, that is my memory recall, you know, saying thank you when I did something that he agreed with. So this is the person saying thank you. So I think this is John McCain. And now what is going on, another thing was like he trained me on the flag. You saw, but I am just saying like I am educated person, so I have my opinion about everything. I have opinion like that people should be like, that there should be like a direct like democracy. I remember like Elon Musk said when we send people to Mars, they will even have the choice to have like a direct democracy. But we can't have it like here on the planet Earth. Why should we like waiting to be going to the Mars? Actually, Bernie Sanders, when I was like, there was like Occupy movement, and I was mainly photographing, but I did like they didn't have goals, and I was like, I don't know, like 2 goals with New York Wall Street Occupy movement. That was 2011, but this torture with military started like earlier. It started 2007 during the first surgery, and I created like some goals, and there was like a $15 like a minimum wage, and that was like our education free, like at least at public universities, healthcare free for all, and so on. But this is like a Bernie Sanders platform, nothing specific. Nothing much, you know, that is just like unusual, but people in Europe have this everything, and that is my opinion. But John McCain's opinion was completely different than mine, you know. So he was training me, being like a military robot, to actually breaking me during the night so that I can accept and do what he wanted me to do. And somehow he like was thinking of me that I was like I don't know, that I was that I didn't like a United States, which is completely wrong. First of all, I think that is like a very noble, because I never worked for $8 an hour. In 2007, when this torture started, when I was pushed into a military robot, I was living in luxury property, tennis courts with pools, with jacuzzis, and actually we started to live this way when I came to United States. So we combined reported $180,000. Okay, my salary was $70,000. I had great benefits, and but this is like so much money. I mean, we didn't need to. I didn't need to care about someone who would be having like a $7 an hour or $8 an hour. But I think like it is. That is fair thing to do, to give someone who is working 8 hours like a living salary. And John McCain like somehow imagined that I was like against American or so on, like the contra-American, that I wasn't patriot. And I know that the torture was following, like I got memory recall. Torture was, he would be showing me like a photo of Jane Fonda and ask me, who is this? I was saying Jane Fonda, and during the night I am hypnotized. I am at my brain is still like repeating, asking. When he asks something, I cannot do anything. I'm helpless. I am under hypnosis, and I was saying Jane Fonda, and he said like repeat Fonda, and I was saying Fonda, and he said no more. I said Fonda, Fonda. I said no more, and I said Fonda, 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 and so he would ask me to repeat like a Fonda, 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 Fonda for extended period of time. Why? Because Jane Fonda is known as Hanoi Fonda, and I don't even know why he would be doing this. I don't have any idea. But another thing that I remember of John McCain is he was training me about American flag. And I was like, especially like during the April when they activated all these like biosensors, and I know that I would be driving car and I would be seeing American flag, and I would have like a urge not to place my right hand on my heart, you know, like this way. And I stopped once the car and I said, okay, good, let's see what is my hand going to do. My hand didn't just like I didn't place my hand on the heart. No, I would just thumping this way because I would be producing even sound. So actually, a very weird thing is following. After John McCain died, and I went there to internet and I noticed that he was dead. he was lingering around, you know. He was present. His spirit was present here. I just was worried. I said, okay, is he going to stay here forever? He was, I could like feel his spirit around like almost for 2 days, you know. And I don't know why, you know. I am saying like John McCain, despite everything, like, you know, he was truly believing that he was doing the right thing, you know. And I am stating like one thing, like that Deepak Chopra said once. I have like a meditation, I love this, like a meditation session. It is coming from Vedanta and so on, all scriptures. And he said like everybody is doing the best from their state of consciousness. And this can be said for John McCain. I mean, he caused horrible torture. I cannot forgive this. I mean, I am a woman, you know, and I think even that they used me and abused me for creation of Atlas military robot. And you go there and see what is Atlas doing. And how I would know this, I was aware what they were doing, but I did analyze recordings during the night, and I would be getting a lot, get up, get up. I said, that is very strange, you know. They are saying to me, get up. And I didn't wake up because I was thinking that they wanted me to wake up. Very, very brutal. They were so brutal. I'm telling you, I had to wake up in the morning, jump into my car and do screaming session like 20 to 30 minutes just not to go completely insane. They were so overheating me. I was sleeping under 2 Faraday cages, motorcycle helmet on my head. Otherwise, I wouldn't be having brain. I spent like during these 2 years, luckily I sold an apartment in Oakland. I spent like almost $200,000 running around trying to find help. Otherwise, I probably would have been homeless. And I had like a Paul Markovich during the night because I sued him, coming and saying, you stop better now, otherwise I'm going to make you homeless. You better stop now, otherwise I'm going to make you homeless. So, and you never know, you know, John McCain is not anymore here, but hey, I have a lot of them who are waiting almost in the line.